Hi everyone, it's Global Scholarships and I'm your host. As I hope you're all doing well, I hope everything is going great. And today we'll see the application procedure of Harvard University in the United States. Now, you can go to globalscholarships.com right now, and this is the page you will see. We have a search tool, as you can see. You can just type in Harvard here and choose as an institution the Harvard University, which will take you to our page that we have for this, to where you can get a lot of information from location to population, scholarships, admission procedure, like we have some admission results in here. We have deadlines. Tuition is, of course, quite high since it's Harvard. And we have scholarships here. For undergraduate, you have financial aid. Basically, you apply it through Common App for this university, and then you create a CSS profile. Then you can also apply for financial aid, which can, if you're a really good student, can cover 100% of your demonstrated needs. We've talked about that in our channel quite a lot. We have graduate scholarships as well. Anyway, if you want to apply, you can just go click here to go and see university's page for applications, where you can get a lot of information. How do international students apply? Which standardized tests Harvard requires? How do I take TOEFL, etc., etc. But basically, you apply through, as a lot of other American universities, you can apply through Common App. So click here, which will take you to basically commonapp.org. This is a platform that you can create an account that you can use to apply for a lot of universities in the United States. So here we create an account. We're going to create a new account. We're going to go through the whole, every step until the very last step, which is sending the application, which I will not do because first you have to pay $90 application fee, and then I also don't want to send them a fake application. This is just for demonstration purposes. Here we choose first year student, and we're going to give them our email and password, first our name, contact details, etc., etc. I'm going to use a temporary email for demonstration. Let's use this, and then choose a password which best describes you. I'm applying as a first-year student and plan to study college in 2025, 2026. I'm going to choose that one. Of course, it can change depending on when you are applying. So let's just give them some made-up information here. Let's add an address. Turkey, just a random thing. Let's pick. Are we currently based in a European Union country, Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway, Switzerland, or the United Kingdom? Now, would you like to receive communications from Common App about opportunities and resources? You can choose yes, of course. I'm going to choose no here. By checking this box, I agree to the terms of use. If I'm under the age of 18, I represent that my parent or legal guardian also agrees to the terms of use on my behalf. So let's choose that and create an account. Great. So this is now their new dashboard, updated dashboard. Here we have my common application, my colleges, college search, direct admission, financial aid. You can click on any one of them to get information. Basically, first you have to go through my common application and complete all these sections like profile, family, education, testing, activities, writing, and then you can choose college search, and you can search for your college. I'm going to do that now because that gives you information about what your college requires and doesn't require, what is optional and not. So let's choose Harvard University. Now, Harvard University is among our colleges. So if I click on my colleges here, we have Harvard University. You can add more, by the way, apply to more than one college. Anyway, so let's basically complete my common application. Basically, this is our profile. So first is personal information. Do you have any materials under a form or legal name? No, that section is done. We gave them our permanent home address, alternate mailing address. I have no alternate address, so let's choose that as well. Contact details, let's say mobile phone, no other telephone, and go forward. Demographics, we have gender, legal sex, let's choose male. I'm only picking the mandatory ones with the red asterisk next to them because I don't want to make this too long as a tutorial. Other ones you can just answer yourself. So let's click on continue. Language, number of languages you are proficient in. Let's choose 2. First one is, let's say, Turkish, my first language, basically, and then let's say English. I'm going to say speak. Okay, geography and nationality. Birth country, region, territory. You can choose all of this. I'm not going to do that. Not mandatory. Your citizenship status. I'm going to choose citizen of non-US country. And then we have list countries of citizenship. I'm going to choose Turkey. That's the only country I have a citizenship of. Do you currently hold a valid US visa? No. Do you intend to apply for a new or different US visa? Yes, and I'm going to choose here F1 student. Of course, the answers change depending on your situation. So I'm just trying to demonstrate to you like just what a generic student would go through. You're eligible for application fee waivers if you meet one or more of the following criteria. Basically, you can apply for fee waiver. You're eligible for application fee waivers. You can read all of this, and if you are like, if anyone of this applies to you, you can do you meet one or more, you can choose yes and fee waiver signature, or you can say no and pay $90 application fee. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this section. So profile is complete. We have family, household, parent 1, parent 2, and sibling. Parents, let's say married. With whom do you make your both parents? Let's say, do you have any children? No. Then we have parent 1. So you can give them your information, your parents' information. You can choose highest education level, graduate from college, university, but then you would have to give them college information, number of degrees, etc., etc. So here I'm going to just choose high school, graduate from high school or secondary school, and the same with parent 2. Click on continue, and then sibling. If you have any sibling, you can choose 1, 2, and give them first name, age, last name. I'm going to choose 0 here. Okay, so family is done. Now we have education. Current or most recent secondary, high school. Again, click here to find school, high school, name, etc., etc. You can just type in whatever you are looking for. Let's say I'm going to type in Istanbul. Let's see what we have. Yeah, you can choose, for example, I can choose Istanbul Anatolian High School. Or if you cannot see your your high school here, you can choose I don't see my high school in this list. And then you can give them information about your, let's say, high school, address, state, region, let's say Turkey, school type, public, and that's it. So we have our high school here, which is obviously made up. I'm not sure, there might be in Istanbul, is this it? No way to know. Date of entry, let's say 2024 to 2020 to 2024. Did you or will you graduate? Is this a boarding school? No. Did you or will you graduate from this school? Let's say yes. And graduation date, let's just say 2024. Please indicate if any of these options will have affected your progression. Did or will graduate early, late, take time off, gap year, or no change in progression. Basically just a regular four-year high school. If you've attended any secondary high schools not listed in the previous section, please indicate. Basically if you went to 2 different high schools, I'm going to choose 0. If you choose 1 or 2, you give them the information about that as well. Let's click on continue. Colleges and universities. If you have ever taken coursework at a college or university, please indicate the number of colleges. I'm going to choose 0, choose 1, and then give them information. Grades, graduation class size, doesn't really matter. Let's say 50. GPA, scale reporting, cumulative GPA weighting, you can give them information about that, so it's not mandatory. Current or most recent year courses, please list all courses you are taking this academic year. If you're not currently enrolled, please list courses from your most recent academic year, so basically your last year in high school. How many courses would you like to report? You can choose a lot, let's say 12, perhaps you took 6 every semester. I'm going to show you how to do 1. Course scheduling system your institution is using, semester, course subject, let's say geometry, course name is course, level is regular, and the schedule is first semester or second semester. Let's say first semester, and click. Basically, you can choose 12, 15, or how many ever you had. It's pretty much the same procedure. Do you wish to report any honors related to your academic achievements beginning with the 9th grade or international equivalent? You can choose yes and give them information about that, or say no and click on continue. Community-based organizations indicate the number of community programs or organizations that have provided you with free assistance in your application process. You can choose 1, 2, 3, and basically give them all the information. I'm going to choose 0 here. Future plans. Applying as a first-year student, we've chosen that already. Highest degree you intend to earn, let's say, I don't know, doctorate. Career interest, let's say chef. Sure, why not? You want to be a doctor in kitchen. In addition to sending official score reports as required by colleges, do you wish to self-report scores or future test dates of any of the following standardized tests, ACT, SAT, etc. I can choose yes and basically give them all the information and then you would have to basically give them the information. So let's say SAT 1, SAT essay score, let's say yes or no. I'm going to choose no here. Number of future SAT settings you expect, let's say 0. Highest evidence-based reading and writing score, let's say 800. Evidence-based reading and writing date, let's say 2024. Highest math score 800 and math date, again, 2024. Obviously, you would then, when you apply to the university, if you're admitted, then you would have to provide evidence like the documents. Activities. Reporting activities can help colleges better understand your life outside of the classroom. Examples of activities might include, you can choose any one of these. Let's say activity, art, etc. Please describe this activity, timing of participation. I'm going to choose no here and click on continue. Responsibilities and circumstances. Sometimes academics and activities are impacted by household responsibilities or other circumstances. Sharing this information with colleges can help them better understand the context of your application. You may repeat information you already provided elsewhere in your Common App. Please select which responsibilities you spend 4 or more hours per week doing. But you can read all of this basically if it's like maybe you're taking care of your like one of your younger siblings. Maybe there is something in your household that takes a lot of your time, that you have responsibility over that, like farm work, unpaid work, etc., family business, that sort of thing. I'm going to choose none of these. You can choose other two as well. I'm going to choose none of these. Please select which circumstances you've experienced. As you can see, this is kind of like the hardships that you might have gone through, commuting 60 minutes or more to and from school each day, living without reliable use or usable internet. We get that. Yeah, let's click and continue. Okay, and the last one that we have to go through is writing. We have personal essay. Some colleges require submission of the personal essay with your Common App. This is why I first added Harvard to my colleges, because as you can see, it shows me which of the colleges that I've picked require or not require a personal essay. So let's choose I understand. The essay demonstrates your ability to write clearly and concisely on a selected topic and helps you distinguish yourself in your own voice. Basically, you can choose any one of these subjects. Of course, I'm pretty sure there are a ton of information out there how to write a good personal statement, good essay. And you can also head to globalscholarships.com. We have a lot of guides on that as well. And let's click on continue. Additional information. Sometimes a student's application and achievements may be impacted by challenges or other circumstances. This could involve access to a safe and quiet study place, like discrimination, physical health and mental well-being, natural disasters, war, conflict, etc. If you're comfortable sharing, this information can help colleges better understand the context of your application. Colleges may use this information to provide you and your fellow students with support and resources. Would you like to share any details? You can choose yes and give them pretty much another kind of personal statement. Although this is maximum 250 words. So let's choose no. Would you like to share any additional details or qualifications not reflected in the application? You can choose yes and again write it down or choose no. Okay, so the part that we have about our application, about our profile is complete. So this is the basic stuff. Now we're gonna go and do what our colleges, the colleges that we have picked, require. So this is my common application. And then here we're going to choose my colleges. If you have more than one college here, you're going to have to go through each one and do their requirements one by one. We only have one here. So Harvard University, let's say college information, like we have deadlines, links, contact information, application fees, courses, recommendations. These are the ones that are required. Writing requirements, personal essay, etc. Let's click on general. Preferred start term, let's say fall 2026. This is the one that is available right now. Of course, when you're applying to this university on some other date, it might be different. Preferred admission plan, let's say regular decision. Preferred residence during your first year, let's say on campus. Do you intend to apply for need-based financial aid? So we talk a lot about need-based financial aid on our channel. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but basically a lot of American universities, they take care of your financial needs. like the amount that you would need, but your family cannot cover, perhaps if you're a really good student. So you can just go and watch. Like basically, we made a video about financial aid in Harvard University. I think that was a couple of days ago, maybe last Saturday. You can look into that. But pretty much, you can apply if you want to apply for this. Then at some point you're gonna have to give them a lot of information about your like financial situation, your family's like tax records, etc., etc., so they can get an understanding of how much your family can contribute to your education costs. I'm gonna choose no here. Do you intend to submit supplementary media materials like video, audio, images to be considered as a part of the admission process to Harvard? Portfolio materials can illustrate special talents in academics and in one or more of the arts. You can choose yes or you can choose no. I'm going to choose no. Did you plan or do you plan to take a SAT or ACT? Let's say yes. Please report your scores on the common application. If you do not have yet scores, if you do not yet have scores, you will be able to report them through Harvard's applicant portal after you've submitted your application. So we've done that already, like report your scores on common application. Remember when we said, when we gave them our SAT score, which was obviously made up for me. Harvard offers 50 fields of study. You can learn more about Harvard's curriculum and fields of study, which we call concentrations here. You can click here. While we do not admit applicants to particular programs, we invite you to indicate which fields of study you would be interested in exploring further at Harvard. Please list in order of interest. I'm going to choose economics here, which is my area. I can choose more than once. Let's say anthropology, history. On a scale of 1 to 5, how definite do you consider your academic plans to be? Let's say you're completely certain. Let's choose 1. On a scale of 1 to 5, how definite do you consider your vocational plans to be? Let's say 3. Sure. How definite are your extracurricular and or athletic interests? Let's say 3. Are you applying for a program with the New England Conservatory? Let's say no. Are you applying for a program with Berklee College of Music? Let's say no. And that's pretty much it. Let's click on continue. So academics are done. Activity, you don't have to give them anything, which is why it's already ticked as complete. Now let's click on continue. Have you previously applied to Harvard? No. You can choose your contacts here. How have you learned about Harvard? Blah, blah. You get the idea. Let's click on continue. We have family. Did either of your parents receive a bachelor's degree, its equivalent or higher, regardless of the country? We said no. We've specifically chosen both of them to be high school graduates. Based on the parent guardian information you listed in the family section of the Common App, do you have any parents or guardians who live in a known address different than your own? I'm going to choose no. If you choose yes, you can give them your information here. Please answer the following questions consistently with the order in which you listed your parents in the family section of the Common App, the one that we've done already. Let's say yes, occupation, employed, parent 1 position, title, current employer. Let's just say if something random. Parent 2, let's say yes. Or you can choose I have limited information about this parent. Let's say employed. Or you can choose unemployed. How many siblings did you list in the family section of the Common App? If you've chosen more, let's say 2, you can give them the information here. I've chosen 0. Other information. Please list the cities, states, and countries where you have lived with years of residence. Please list each location on a separate line with dates following, etc. This is not mandatory, but for example, I can say like, which is the city I was born in, say 2007. In this city, Turkey, from like 2007 to 2025. Have you ever been found responsible for a disciplinary violation at any educational institution you have attended from the 9th grade forward? I can choose yes and give them the information or choose no. Have you ever been convicted of or pled guilty or no contest to any felony or misdemeanor other than, you can read all of this. I'm gonna, like, if you can choose yes, I'm gonna choose no here. Military veterans, are you currently serving, etc. I'm gonna choose no. Harvard College is an academic and residential community devoted to learning and the creation of knowledge. We, academic community of Harvard College, including, view integrity as the basis for intellectual discovery. artistic creation, independent scholarship, and meaningful. You can read all of this. Harvard has long recognized the importance of enrolling a student body with a diversity of perspectives and experiences. How will the life experiences that shaped who you are today enable you to contribute to Harvard? Yeah, this is also some sort of like a very short personal statement. You can type in whatever you think it is. Describe a time when you strongly disagreed with someone about an idea or an issue. How did you communicate or engage with this person? What did you learn from this experience? Briefly describe any of your extracurricular activities, employment experience, travel, or family responsibilities that have shaped who you are. How do you hope to use your Harvard education in the future? Top 3 things your roommates might like to know about you, and let's click on continue. So we have now FERPA. Basically, FERPA is your right to be able to read anything that is relevant to your application. That includes a recommendation letter or anything like that. But universities realize that if you have the right to review your recommendation letters, a lot of the people who are teaching you or who can write recommendation letters for you will not be very willing to write recommendation letters, or their recommendation letters will not be genuine. Which is why that the universities ask you to give up your right to review those documents. Basically, that's what FERPA means. FERPA Release Authorization. You can click here to learn more about FERPA. In the application, you'll be asked if you want to waive the right to review confidential letters of recommendation. Waiving your rights lets colleges know that you do not intend to read your recommendations, which helps reassure colleges that the letters are candid and truthful. So, complete release authorization. We also have another explanation here. Let's choose yes. Acknowledge that every school that I have attended may release all, etc., etc. I waive my right to review all recommendations and supporting documents. I understand that my waiver or no waiver selection above pertains to all colleges which I apply, and that my selections on this page cannot be changed after any recommendation letter or application submission. The signature and the date, and save and close. All right. So now we're going to give them some counselors and teachers. You must invite a school counselor who will complete the school report and other forms for you. Let's invite someone. Obviously, this is also going to be made up. Okay, invite. Of course, for you, this is going to have to the real email address. Now we're going to have to get 2 teachers. Required is 2. Please select and assign the teachers below whose recommendation will be submitted to this college on your behalf. You must invite a teacher with the invite teacher button before we can assign them to this college. Let's say invite teacher, let's say English. Would you like this teacher to complete an evaluation for your Harvard University application? Let's say yes, invite. So when you normally do that, the invitation will go to their email address. And then let's invite another one. Let's say math. Would you like this teacher to complete an evaluation for your Harvard University application? Let's say yes. Okay, so this section is also done. Now we only have to review and submit our Common App application. You are ready to review and submit your application to Harvard University. The submission process includes the following steps. Step 1, review your application. Step 2, pay the application fee. Your application will not be submitted until you complete your signature and affirmations, and then submit your application. Let's click on review and submit. Here we can review your entire application. You can download this and see it as a PDF. And let's click on continue. Choose this, check this box. All right, so this is the payment. Application fee $90. Obviously, if you have not applied for a fee waiver, let's click on continue, which will take us to a payment portal. Common App. Payment amount, how would you like to pay? International payment, Flywire, $90 here. Let's click on continue. You can choose country or region. Let's say Turkey. Click on next, and this is the amount in local currency. You can choose this and pay with Visa or MasterCard. And that's it. This is where I stop, obviously, because I will not give them credit card information or something like that, since I'm already not going to submit the fake application anyway. That's pretty much it. After you pay this, you can submit your application. And if everything is right, your counselor, your teachers accept the invitation through their email address, everything should be fine. And that's pretty much it. I hope you found this informative. If you did, please be sure to give us a like and subscribe for more content. Also, we do live streams every Friday. You can come and ask any questions that is related to application to universities, scholarships, studying abroad in general, etc. We also have now memberships. If you're interested in perks like high priority in comments, polls for future videos, and we do also have a Discord server where you can get more like direct support for your applications to universities and scholarships. If you're interested, check it out and see you in the next one. Bye.